legacy. You gon' see what's left of me. You gon' see success in me. You ain't seen the rest of me. I just wanna be the best at what I know. Better than the rest, just watch me grow. Put me to the test and watch me go. This is my quest, I'ma make it known. They call me obsessive, oh I know. Call me selective with my notes. Call me aggressive with my flow. Call me offensive even though Joe, I ain't gonna lie, life's tough. Try to get by, life's rough. Try to do it right, it's not enough. Even though you try, you still mess up. But I'm still gonna fight for what I love. Still gonna die for what I love. Still gonna try, I won't give up. Still gonna fight until I've won.
Hey guys, and welcome back to What If Naruto was too overpowered, part of 3. You guys have been smashing the like recently, so I'm gonna up it up a bit more. 135 likes on the next part, and I put up the 3,000 subscriber special video, and yeah, let's try to hit 4K before the end of the year. We can do that, that'll be amazing. And I looked at my future predictions. They say, YouTube says if I keep at this for another 3 years maybe, I'll hit 100k. So it's not impossible. And that's a huge jump from it saying if I keep at it for 5 years. I mean, if I keep at it for 3 years, I'll hit 12k. That's a huge jump. So maybe it will jump even higher if I keep it up for 2 years or 3 years, I hit 1 million. Get what I mean? So, yeah. Other than that, make sure you like, subscribe, and share with your friends and family. Let's try to hit that 4K and let's get into this. Last time I left off, I left you guys in a cliffhanger. I'm sorry. We got Group 7's members. So, we got Naruto, Sasuke, Hinata. Who was it? I think that was it. Wait, Naruto, Sasuke, Hinata, Ino. Yeah, it was 100% Ino. That's what I remember. And yeah, then we got the teachers, which was Minato, Itachi, Shisui, Fugaku, Kakashi. Wait, that was it, right? Minato, Fugaku, Itachi. Yeah, that was it. If it weren't, if I'm missing something, comment down below. But then they realised that they have too many teachers for their group, so Naruto got the choice of the final member. And since he made a sort of new bond while at the academy, we got Shikamaru. Naruto chose Shikamaru himself. Anyway, let's jump right back into this. Shikamaru is brought into the room, and when he walks in, he just sees Naruto smiling. He freezes in the doorway and starts running out, until Naruto chases after him, clearly faster than him, and drags him back in. It's explained to him that he's part of the legendary silent team now, and Shikamaru is just like, what a drag. Minato has that awkward smile on his face that we always see him pull off, and he thinks to himself, a lot of ninja would give anything to be part of a legendary team. I would expect him to be more excited. Anyway, they give off like why they want to become ninjas, so I'll give you the Naruto one. I want to become the one everyone wants me to be, the Sage of Six Paths. I also want to become Hokage, who unites all the villagers. I'm gonna breeze through these. Sasuke, he's like, I want to be Naruto's right-hand man, help him achieve his dreams, and achieve mine. Then we get Hinata, I want to marry the person I love. Ino, I want to marry the person I love. Then we get, Shikamaru, he's like, I don't know, I wasn't going to plan to become a ninja, but my dad made me, so I'm a ninja. Minato keeps laughing at Shikamaru. I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to turn his dedication around. Anyway, they go do their battle test. This time since Itachi's on this, he managed to talk him into it to have enough bells for all 5 of them, to push him even further. Because if he didn't, Shikamaru would just be like, okay, I won't attempt to get a belt, it's all yours. So they go off for the plan. They all run off together, and when they get the plan, here's what it is. Actually, you're not going to get the plan, it's going to go out in action. Minato and everyone standing there, and then all of a sudden, everyone rushes out towards them, moving in really fast speeds. Itachi takes note of this, along with Shisui and Fugaku, and activate their Sharingans, and notice that the they all have an absurd amount of chakra with them. And then they realise what's going on, but it's a bit too late. They all jump up in front of them and land a solid kick to the chin on Minato, as Minato didn't expect it and didn't teleport, but as soon as he's flying in the air with Naruto about to lead up another combo, he teleports to one of his kunais. Then all the 5 of them burst into smoke and return back to Naruto's shadow clones, which they are. I think you guys picked up on that. And then Naruto takes note of his father's teleportation and says, okay, I'm learning that. But he sends chakra to his feet and boosts towards Fugaku. And Fugaku doesn't really need to react, as he's known for his genjutsu, and it just says, I'll win this quickly and put him in the genjutsu. As he attempts it, he realises his fatal mistake. Naruto already has Rinnegan activated, making him immune to genjutsu. And with that, Naruto slams a Rasengan, he was recently taught by Minato, into Fugaku's stomach, sending him flying. Fugaku stands up and sees one of his bells are missing. Each one of them carries a bell, by the way. And Naruto puts it in his pocket and says, thank you. Fugaku was one of the easy targets, as he couldn't use the genjutsu at all. Naruto turns to his side, getting ready to go to Itachi, until he already sees black flames flying towards him. He jumps up in the air, barely dodging it, and sees that Itachi isn't holding back. He already used Amaterasu. If you're wondering why Itachi's not holding back, it's because Naruto is probably the strongest in the village, stronger than Itachi, so Itachi knows there's no point of holding back, he'll just lose straight away. Naruto smirks and says, you want to play like that, huh? Naruto blinks and he activates his Tenseigan, going into his cloak, increasing his speed and zooming down to Itachi with a fist that slams into the ground. Itachi barely dodges using his Sharingan, until Naruto looks up smirking. He takes in a deep breath, puts out his hands, and launches his huge blast. You guys can name this, by the way. I'm not going to call it anything yet. Itachi's shocked by this, and is able to put up a wall of Amaterasu, which holds the blast for a second, to let Itachi escape a bit, but he still gets a bad burn on his back. Everyone's shocked by this, thinking, wait, what was that? And Naruto smirks and says, that's nothing yet. Naruto activates his Kyuubi cloak on top of his Tenseigan cloak, going into the white cloak. And then he starts flying. He speeds towards Itachi, but suddenly turns in a split second, going up to a higher speed, and gets a solid punch on Shishui's chin, sending Shishui flying into the air. Of course, Shishui being Shisui, he instantly recovers from this and makes a solid landing, until he gets rugby tackled from behind by Sasuke and pinned to the ground. At this moment, Sasuke hasn't activated his Sharingan, and Shisui says, bad move, Sasuke, bad move. With his Sharingan activated, Shisui places Sasuke into genjutsu, until Naruto uses that split second to release Sasuke from the genjutsu and also pin Shisui down. With Shisui pinned, the one who can use a godly genjutsu, under Naruto's grasp, the rest can have a better shot. But this is when Naruto doesn't realise something. The ability of the Mangenko Sharingan he hadn't used. Susanoo. Naruto gets launched off by Shisui Susanoo, and Naruto laughs, thinking, oh, we can do that, huh? And Naruto activates the Susanoo. It's pure white. But this is a perfect Susanoo, and Naruto is shocked by it. Shows Shisui, and Naruto just tramples Shisui into the ground, and jumps down with a normal punch to Shishui's gut. Shisui will get up, but Sasuke has grabbed his bell. Now Sasuke and Shisui have a bell. Minato, noting this, realizes he's probably one of the only people who can take on his own son, and chucks a kunai at Naruto. Naruto dodges this, but Minato appears right above him. Even Naruto, even though he is fast enough to dodge this, is a bit shocked. So when he jumps away, he loses the balance a bit, and he takes one breath. Lightning cloak. Naruto's speed greatly improves, and he dashes around and appears right in front of Minato's face. But just as the punch connects, Minato disappears and appears behind Naruto with blood dripping from his nose. and strikes down his kunai. This literally tears Naruto's back open, but then poof, Shadow Clone. And Naruto appears right above Minato with a huge Rasengan. Naruto put a lot of chakra into this. Says, "That was dirty, Dad." And he slams it onto Minato, only for poof. Yeah, again, Minato's appeared above Naruto this time, and kicks him. This was the real Naruto. He simply recovers from this from flying straight into the woods. Minato chucks a kunai full strength after him, catching up to him barely, and teleports to that kunai. Naruto, realising his dad's speed and teleportation, decides, okay, I won't hold back as much. First gate, open. Naruto can use the 8 gates without any, lashing back thanks to him being the Sage of 6 Paths. And he's like, haha, you fall for it, Dad. I knew you'd being able to teleport would instantly be able to stop you from doing anything. So I got you away from everyone. Now they're all fighting. Minato laughs, says, if you know how to teleport, you already know I left a kunai. And Naruto pulls out 3 kunais and mean these. Minato's shocked by this and is proud of his son. And Minato replies, you might have been smart removing them, but you're that smart holding them. Naruto then realizing what Minato means, smirks, and says, yeah, I am smart. And puts his own chakra through them, forcing Minato to teleport to him. Letting Naruto land a solid blow. Minato's like, you figured out how it worked, huh? Naruto smirks at it, and looking at it with his Rinnegan, he perfects the flying Raijin. Says, that's how it works. And Naruto literally crushes or melts Minato's kunais in his hand. And says, here's your kunais, Dad, and chucks them. Then Naruto uses something you've seen before. Mixing earth with fire and a bit of water. Let's say he gets something called metal release. He can mold metal to his wall, and he creates a huge sort of wave that surrounds Minato. Luckily for Minato, he's placed a mark that Naruto didn't notice as it was hidden in the grass. And he teleports to this. But Naruto smirks again. Just what I wanted you to do. Naruto takes a deep breath. Grabs a kunai, places his mark, and chucks it full power. He manages to cut Itachi's cheek, who's actually back up from the burn. And Itachi, noticing what this is, manages to grab the kunai and sees Naruto's mark. He recognises it from the fourth Hokage's kunai. And he's like, oh shh. Until Naruto appears right in front of him with a Rasengan, blasting it in his stomach. Minato's actually getting a bit, not scared, but shocked. And this is where Kakashi comes in and says, looks like it's up to me, huh? Naruto smirks. That's it, that's the trait, teacher, I forgot, Jiraiya. Okay, we're going to ignore that for a second. Let's just say Jiraiya went on a mission. Not a mission, he wanted to run an errand, part of Minato's plan. Let's just go with that. And by the way, part of this being overpowered, I'm making it up as I go, by the way. So yeah. And Kakashi activates his Mangenkyo Sharingan. We ready? Naruto lunges at Kakashi, but Kakashi just uses one of his Kamui ability to block. And I'm going to say in this Whatif, Kakashi can enter Kamui as well, but that fits a bit more shown in the chakra. Kakashi's just spamming Kamui everywhere. This is draining his chakra, Naruto smirks. As Kakashi sends a Kamui portal on Naruto, he notices his own Kamui portal getting sucked away into Naruto's. And Naruto smirks, thinking, you want to play that game? Let's go. Kakashi gets scared as a portal appears behind him, sucking him into Naruto's dimension. And Naruto goes into it as well. Kakashi's getting a bit scared and attempts to teleport out using his own Kamui, but not before Naruto uses the ground, edits it to his own whatever he wants, just like we learnt he can do last episode, and slams it into Kakashi's stomach. Kakashi coughs up a bit of blood, but Naruto isn't stopping. He can just heal whatever happens. And with a strong kick, he lunges Kakashi into the infinite space above, and then flies up after him, beating him like Goku would beat a normal human if they got into a fight. And Naruto spins and charges with a Rasengan, but Kakashi's noticed something. There seems to be small blades on this Rasengan. And Naruto realizing this was like, I put one style into this. Oops, wait a minute. And Naruto creates a Rasengan in his hand and just launches it at Kakashi. It destroys Kakashi, and Naruto grabs it and teleports back. When Naruto returns, everyone sees Kakashi's bloodied body and rushes over. Naruto uses this as a plan and uses Almighty Push to knock out everybody. I mean, all of the people that were running at him. This weren't his teammates. And then he heals Kakashi, of course, with the running gun after taking his bells. So basically, everyone has their bell rubs. And you must be thinking, wait, why haven't I included everyone else? This is where it's coming. This is where Naruto senses a presence that he sensed before. Jiraiya pops out the ground with a seal in his hand and grabs Naruto and starts suppressing his chakra. Jiraiya's smirking, thinking this works as he sees Naruto's cloak fade until Naruto gets a bit annoyed and this flares up. And he's like, you think you can suppress my chakra? You can't suppress infinity, Jiraiya. Naruto starts powering up his chakra, nearly pushing Jiraiya off him, but now Jiraiya sticks with it. Says, fine, then Rasengan! And a Rasengan appears in Jiraiya's hand, plummeting into Naruto's back. Jiraiya bounces away. And then he pulls out a kunai and charges at Naruto. And Shikamaru says, this is a drag, and does handstands. Jiraiya gets taught in Naruto's Shadow Paralysis Jutsu. And Uno creates a Shadow Clone using up a lot of her chakra. And then uses Mind Transfer Jutsu and takes over Jiraiya's mind. Rips off his bell and chucks it towards Naruto. And then he's released. Jiraiya's like, damn it. My moment of glory. Guess you pass. Or wait. Jiraiya vanishes and appears next to everyone else who's back up. And says, we didn't say the test would be over when you take our bells. We just said you would pass. Let's see who would win an all-out fight. Everyone gets scared by this except for Hinata, Sasuke, and Naruto. Hinata activates her Byakugan, and Sasuke just glares at them. Naruto notices this and just grabs Sasuke's eyes. And the way the Sharingan gets activated, a unique chakra gets activated during stress. Naruto sends this chakra into Sasuke's eyes, and the Three Tomorrow Sharingan awakens. Sasuke is shocked by this, along with everyone else, but smirks. Byaku's looking at, damn it, that probably doubled his or tripled Sasuke's power. This would be a lot harder than I expected. Then Naruto just starts laughing, saying, I've took it easy on you. It's time for me to just go out and end this. Naruto charges up for a crazy amount of chakra and creates them two beams that we get with the Tenseion and pushes them out and sends a huge beam. Minter and everyone that it's shot at gets prepared to dodge, but Naruto uses Almighty Pull and pulls them into the beam, causing its huge explosion. This is where it gets a bit crazy. Minato's arm is missing, Fugaku's leg's missing, Jiraiya's literally torn in half. Naruto, as I said before, doesn't care what happens. He can heal them. And he chucks all their mantled up bodies into the Demon of Hell. The King of Hell, and they all get spot healed. Minato's gasped, like, you nearly killed us. And now it's just like, you said, let's see who can win, no holding back. And smirks. And that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure you like, subscribe, and join. Blah, blah, blah. Oh no, it's coming back. Forget that happened. And yeah, let's try hit 4K by the end of the year. Maybe even 5K, maybe even 6K, maybe even 7K. I know I'm pushing it, but maybe 10K. Okay, I hope you guys did actually enjoy. I'm just messing around right now. And yeah, make sure you share with your friends, family, dogs, cats, hamsters, guinea pigs, horses, whatever you have. Just make sure you share it with them and get them to subscribe and like as well. So, yeah. In this episode, summarize. Naruto showed everyone who's boss by nearly killing them all. Okay. And peace out. Bye.